RedShift here, doing my part to shift perceptions out of the pink and into the red. Today's video is called Schrodinger's Cake, and it's about how women want to have their cake and eat it too. Women want to feel like sluts in bed, but they don't want to be thought of as sluts by their boyfriends. Women want to be independent, but they want a man to take care of them. They want to make as much money as men, but they only want to date men who make significantly more money than they do. They want to have children, but they want to still be able to go out and have fun like they did when they were single. They want to be a wife and mother, but they also want to have a career. They want to force the man to take care of them, but then not meet his sexual and domestic needs. They want to be treated like a princess, but they don't want to treat their man like a king. They want to be viewed as attractive, but they don't want to lift weights and do cardio in order to be fit and attractive. They want to be given presents and flowers spontaneously, but they don't want him to do it too often or else he's kissing her ass and she loses respect for him and doesn't appreciate it. They want the guy to not make a big deal out of holidays and will even tell guys that they don't want guys to do anything for them for that holiday. But then if the guys do what the women said and the guys do nothing, then the women get pissed off. Women want guys to respect women, but they also want men to mistreat them. Or women want guys to not mistreat them, but such women want instead to be put in their place. Or women want a guy who won't put her in her place, but is just naturally superior to her in every way and hence doesn't have to put her in her place because she's already automatically in an inferior place compared to him, but yet she doesn't want the guy to be sexist, doesn't want the guy to be a sexist who believes that men are superior to women. Women hate themselves, but demand that everyone treat them as if they're lovable, even when they're the exact opposite of lovable. Women want to have children, but don't want to lose their figure. Or women don't care about losing their figure, but demand that their man keep himself in good shape, even though she no longer keeps herself in good shape. Women want carte blanche to do whatever they want, but a woman also doesn't want there to be consequences for those actions that she takes. Women want a man who, generally speaking, fucks lots of other chicks, but they also want a man to be faithful. This is how women are. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want paradoxical things. They want the impossible. This is because they just desire. They don't want rationally, they just want. This is because women are irrational. Their thoughts follow their feelings, and feelings have little or no logic. Feelings are biologically based, and hence they are their own justification, and they do not live within the framework of logic. Women are lacking in morality for this very reason, that their thoughts are not structured, but men's thoughts are structured, and hence men are moral. Women want a man who is smarter than her, but they don't want an intellectual. They want a rich guy, but they don't want to be thought of as gold diggers. They want a strong guy, but they claim not to be shallow. They say they're independent, but they collect welfare. They claim they're oppressed, but they accept lots of scholarships to college, many more scholarships than exist for men. They decry sexism, but flock to sexist assholes. They claim that every woman is beautiful, but they also call other women vicious names behind their backs. They claim to love themselves and be glad to be who they are and who they have become through their life experiences, but they put on makeup as if they're ashamed of how they look, and they lie about their backgrounds, finances, etc., as if they're ashamed of who they are. They claim girl power, but sleep with their best friend's boyfriend. They claim pussy power, but get labiaplasties. They claim to want a nice, caring man, but don't start looking for one until their looks are almost gone. They claim to be sexually liberated, but mainly just have drunk sex in order to feel wanted. They sell their pussies to the highest bidder, but claim to not be whores. They claim that they're in danger of being raped, but refuse to carry pepper spray or a Kubotan. They make men's lives hell, and then claim that they've been abandoned, left in the lurch by all their exes. They cheat on men, and then expect men to just forgive them. They treat men like ATMs, and then wonder why men are angry and disgusted, and why so many men use women just for a pump and dump. They needle men over and over, and then try to claim the moral high ground when he loses his temper. They use their sexuality and submissiveness and demureness to get cops to let them off of getting a ticket. And then they act like government tyranny isn't a problem, and cops and tickets and all the other ways the government oppresses us and steals our wealth are just natural and normal and totally reasonable. Women spend a man's money and then get mad at him when he runs out and tells her she has to stop spending so much. Women want to be raped, but when they have consensual sex and regret it, then they turn around and claim rape, to try to ruin the guy's life and get him kicked out of school and thrown in prison. Women claim to not need to be patronized with advice, but ask, "What did I do wrong?" when it all goes Chernobyl. Women perpetually vote for bigger and bigger government, but don't pay any taxes because they take out as much in social services as they pay in the form of taxes. Women mock and criticize men who stockpile food, bullets, gold, medicine, etc., but then women run to men for help when there's a hyperinflation or a civil war or any other kind of crisis that proves that the guy was right to be preparing for worst-case scenarios. Women watch the Kardashians and then say they're not stupid. Women throw things and trash men's apartments when they're in a rage, but get angry and indignant if you call them crazy or irrational any other time of the day when she's not throwing a violent temper tantrum. Women kill their own babies by the millions, but then act as if men are more violent than women. Women call other women vile things behind their backs, but when men criticize women accurately, talking about IQ differences between men and women, hypergamy, unaccountability, legal misandry, etc., then women act as if men are misogynists or spewing the most vile hatred out of their mouths, as if such men, MGTOW or otherwise, are saying things that women would never say about other women. Single mothers and divorcees claim to love their children, but date boyfriends who sexually abuse their kids, and then they take their abuser's word over the kid's word. Women screen a man on the basis of how his car looks and how big his house is, and then say that men are shallow. Women kill their boyfriends and then claim to have a psychological ailment, borderline personality disorder, bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever, to get away with it. Women go to church and fail to use the opportunity to listen to the sermon to try to upgrade her character, but instead use the opportunity to find a boyfriend. Women claim housework is demeaning and then live in squalor and call it independence and freedom. Women get diseases by being promiscuous and then say, "How did this happen? Why me?" Women drive businesses into the ground and then claim that there aren't enough female CEOs. Women live pampered lives using their male-created and male-manufactured cell phones to take inane pictures all day long and then complain about a patriarchy. Women dismiss conspiracy theories but refuse to read a book about any conspiracy theories or even watch a few videos about them. Women stick up for other women against men, but constantly compete and backstab other women in competition over men. I could go on, but I think I'll stop here. This has been RedShift. I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, then be sure to bring the sledgehammer of your red pill rage down on the like button. And if not, then there's always the dislike button. Peace.